Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Cookiecast. Today on Cookiecast, it's our football podcast. You can't see the forest for the trees. Join myself, Mr. Williams, and Mr. Panas as we dive into the world of football from last week and look ahead to next week's games. Might even be a quiz if you're lucky. So here we go. This is Cookiecast. You can't see the forest for the trees.
Yes. That's the best way to start it.
What?
I just did a belch.
Oh, right, okay. I thought maybe we got some beats.
I love that it was picked up on the microphone, yet not by the man with ears inside the room.
He's barely in the room.
He's barely alive.
Start us off.
Welcome. There we go. Yeah. That'll do.
Not decided what we're going to talk about yet.
Could be anything.
If it had been... That was part of the reason I had to get Stu to do the intro on Saturday, because if I'd have done the intro, it'd been, welcome to You Can't See the Laces for the Games. I'm your host, Stuart Moore. This is my co-host,
Paul Panas. Sounds like it. Paul Panas sounds like it should be used as a name.
I thought you'd have gone Peter Williams.
Peter Williams. I mean, your name is Peter, so... No, welcome along everyone to another thrilling instalment of Andy going absolutely mental, apparently.
just that last little bit.
Yeah, a bit
cold.
bit cold, bit gritty.
Cold, bit, yeah.
How did it go down, by the way?
Sorry.
So, I don't know if that was a sugar-free caramel syrup.
They always are.
That explains it.
No, I think it is for me. I think
I
do
thought
you not normally get a real one.
No, I thought you did the sugar-free syrup.
Well,
It's
it was just easier to order. But
Anyway, welcome along to another episode of
Oh.
You Can't See the Forest for the Tees. Britain's / Yorkshire's / York / North
this house.
Osbaldwick /
Whoa!
Strensall
Sorry, this is not
/
public.
Acomb, Foxwood.
Yeah. It is the best one
Yeah.
that we do.
Yorkshire's only Middlesbrough / Forest based podcast. I'll be amazed if there's another one. Let's put it that way. So, James, what's happened this week in football?
Oh, you put me on the spot now. Games, goals,
Correct.
sendings offs,
Absolutely.
transfers.
So, if we go from last Tuesday,
Yeah.
Borough played 3 games in the space of... Well, if we go from last Saturday... Hang on, I need to work it out. So if we go from Saturday the...
What's he doing?
19th, I'm trying to work out how many games Borough played in the space of that many days.
We've played.
So obviously they played Saturday.
You've played 2 games since the last podcast. Right. Okay.
So they played the Saturday, where they beat... No, they drew against Derby. Then played Spurs in the
How
Cup.
are we going now?
I'm just trying to work out how many games they played in the space of days.
Right. Okay. Don't know what he's doing.
So from Saturday...
He's suddenly gone back beyond the last podcast we did.
Basically, just trying to work out
that week
from Saturday the 11th until yesterday, which was the 21st,
Yes.
Borough played 4 times in 10 days.
Right.
That's pretty impressive. It's a pretty big slog.
Yeah. All right.
And
Klopp's
all they've got to
Klopp's
show
sitting
for
there
it...
going, obviously, Jurgen Klopp watches this.
Of course he is.
He's sat there thinking,
Big deal,
4 games
guys.
in 10 games? We did 2 in 2.
Big deal, guys. I mean, come on. Yeah. 4 games in 10 days, 2 points to show for it.
Yeah.
Knocked out the cup. It was the fucking point.
Concentrate on the league, mate.
Concentrating on finishing 14th in the league.
I thought you were aiming for the late surge to 6th.
Listen, mate. There's always one team that does it.
Oh, yeah.
Why not the Borough?
At what point do I get to say your famous words from last year? there is no way at this point we're going to drop out of the playoffs.
I believe it wasn't that. I believe I said something like it would take something catastrophic for us to not make the playoffs. And what happened? Something fucking catastrophic happened. So, get the wording right, James. Come on.
All right, I'm unresearched. What can I say?
There's been a few signings.
So, relating to us, we've signed some... You'll know his name better than me.
Adama Diakhibe?
Yeah.
I can say at this point in time, I am still a free agent.
Sadly, neither myself nor James have been snapped up to long-term contracts. So.
Yeah. Oh, there was a story about that that guy in Egypt. Did you see that one?
No.
He invited the Guinness World Records round to see him sign at the age of 74 for an Egyptian second tier team.
Oh dear.
But he came up because apparently there is no evidence that he's ever in his life played football. But somehow is claimed that he's the oldest professional footballer because he signed some bullshit contract in Egypt.
Well, surely any 90-year-old could just do that.
Yeah.
It's just.
But no one's ever thought of doing it apparently.
Fucking hell.
I know. So we've signed Huddersfield's winger.
Diakhibe. Whatever his name is.
I'm not sure why.
Just on loan, I think.
Was it alone, was it?
I think so.
Right. Not really sure why.
Extra
wing type players.
Maybe someone's on the way out, I don't know.
Jack Robinson's gone to my favourite club.
Yeah, just doing a bit of Panas dealing.
He's a Blade. He's followed Osborne.
Yeah, because he's seen how many...
to the Blades bench.
Yeah, because he's seen how many games he's getting, obviously.
But obviously, that is not the biggest transfer news involving Forest players.
Are you talking about rumour and hearsay?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Who
do they play for?
So Andy's going to be gutted.
He is.
Because one of your favourite predictions...
If you had to make a prediction and pick a scorer...
Old school scorer prediction.
Not if we go not two... So there's probably your two favourites.
So, he was gutted when Osborne left.
You were gutted. So after Osborne, who would you say are your two favourite go-to answers?
For Forest?
Yeah.
Lolly and Cash.
Oh, damn it.
Grabban.
So I would have said Lolly and Grabban were your two go-tos.
Oh, no, I was looking for him to say Lolly.
Look at here going.
I was saying to him Lolly and... I was thinking Lolly and Cash.
They would be my favourites, especially when they...
we'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get there.
But it might be that you won't be able to pick Cash anymore. Because it may be that AC Milan want to sign Matty Cash. Now, even you know that AC Milan is a proper team in Italy.
It's a real team.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know how good they do at the moment, actually. I bet they're only 5th or 6th type level, aren't they? But because they see something in him.
They obviously don't like their own right back at the moment, and they thought, do you know what?
I'll buy
what
someone
I've always
that
thought?
isn't even a right back who plays the second tier English football.
They've thought, do you know what? We've had a right back. We've gone for the conventional route of actually going for a right back. Why don't we get a right winger?
Do you know what I think's happened?
Cool.
Who's the AC Milan president now? It's not Bunga Party man, is it?
Silvio Berlusconi's gone. Am I supposed to know who this is?
Well, whoever it is, he's had a knock on the door.
I thought you knew who it was.
He's had a knock on the door. Who's there? Zlatan. He's like, what do I need to score goals? I need
a marauding right back.
I need a marauding right back that isn't afraid to be the furthest man forward to get them crosses in for me. I think that's what it is. He's handpicked by Zlatan himself.
Oh. You know what? You're probably right, Jim.
Yeah. I'm sure nothing will come of it. And we've been linked heavily, from what I can see.
Heavily with Tom Cleverley.
Glenn Murray.
Do you know what? He's a man who knows where the back of the net is.
Especially in the Championship.
Especially in the Champions League.
That's all I've got. Transfer-wise for my team. Ooh,
I've got very little.
This is
Borough
going to be a notification. Andrew, take note.
Well. What's happened there then?
Good. Oh.
No, that'll just be BBC.
No,
BBC telling me about 30 seconds later
to
than
the
Sky.
party.
Yeah. So we'll obviously, when we get to those, the game's got how long left to run? About 20 minutes. So we'll know that scoreline in a bit.
We'll be talking a lot about how somebody apparently is back on form.
Yeah. He scored at the weekend as well, didn't he?
Yeah, he scored at the weekend, and apparently he just loves smashing Borough players across the face.
Alright. So anyway, what transfer news from the Riverside?
There is an incoming.
Right.
It is a new goalkeeper
Alright.
to replace outgoing goalkeeper
Randolph.
Darren Randolph.
Right.
His name escapes me.
You were talking on Saturday about Amy's favourite football player.
Kabamba.
And I was like, hang on a minute. Has she never heard the name? Ashley Pears.
Ainsley
Ainsley
Pears.
Pears.
I was like, Ainsley
So
Pears.
close.
I'm like, surely that's got to be up there.
No, she likes Kabamba, doesn't she?
She is a big fan of Nicky Kabamba. No, it's la Kabamba. But basically, we were listening on the radio one day,
And then she found out about us on Blonga.
so they were going through the polls. They were going through the polls lineup on the radio, and it basically said, in goal, blah blah blah, right back. Got to the strikers. Luke James, who's been supported up top with by Nicky Kabamba, and she went, "Sorry, what was that? Just." And I was like, "Yeah, that's right, Nicky Kabamba. You heard it right. You heard it correct." She was like, "Oh, well, that's just amazing." And then they cut back to the Borough, and obviously they went through the Borough team, and then they finally got an up front. Ashley Fletcher supporting Ashley Fletcher and Marcus Tavernier probably supporting Britta Sombolonga. And she was like, "Right, you're gonna have to stop this. This is just outrageous." But yeah, Nicky Kabamba. Not only has he been sold, I think he's played 2 games for Kilmarnock, and he has scored in both.
I saw. Did he score? Presumably his last game. I've seen him score fairly recently.
Well, I think they're playing at Celtic tonight, and I think he scored.
Oh,
So,
really? Okay.
You have had an absolute,
Shocker?
an absolute worldie.
Oh, 0. Across the board.
Well, you did go for 5 now.
We need the Forest game to finish up because you might have
Bageled everything.
Oh, you might have done an absolute beaut.
Wait for it.
What?
I think it cuts to it at the end, but I think it's Jude Bellingham just basically trying his best to decapitate Marcus Tavernier last night. Wait for it. Look at that pace on Jed Spence though. Wait for it, and just fuck off. Dirty little 16-year-old prick. There's been another goal potentially, or possibly a booking.
BBC were a bit faster on the.
Ooh.
Well.
Oh no! So earlier in the season, Forest and Reading played, and there was nothing that happened for like 90 minutes.
Earlier in the season, it was literally a week ago.
And then Reading scored. Forest scored. Oh, they have just. So and then Reading scored.
Like, we'll get there.
And then Forest scored in the 94th minute, thinking, "Oh, getting excellent win." And then Reading equalised. No, that was Millwall.
Yeah, that was the same thing as well.
Yeah, Reading might have just equalised.
I'm not happy. Because 2 minutes ago I was like, can I just write 1-0 down for this game?
No.
It's got like 10 minutes left and, nobody's going to throw a 1-0 away.
Oh, why are you poking that there?
Why?
That was 83 minutes, so
Because
somebody got about 10 minutes left.
Predicted
1-0 with Grabham.
1-0 and the goal scorer.
All you need is a Barnes to just absolutely
he's
prove me
injured.
wrong.
I think he's injured.
Is that everything from last week?
I'd briefly
We
say
were
that Borough have signed
rambling,
a keeper, but I can't remember his name.
Is it like a flagship one or whatever? Is it coming in to take the net?
I think let's put it this way.
there we go.
I think he's a Macedonian international, which I can't.
Well, we've got we've got the Kosovo international as our third keeper.
Yeah, exactly. So I can't remember the last time, like,
North Macedonia, I think you mean as well.
Sorry, yeah, probably. I can't remember the last time a Macedonian international was, tearing up the leagues. Something like that. Possibly Alioski for Leeds. I imagine he's been brought in as we can't really get through the rest of the season with 2 goalkeepers, because if Pears goes down, that leaves Mahias.
And he's awful.
He's all right at times, but he's got a rip in him. But then again, what keeper doesn't? And another youth keeper.
Yeah, I didn't see it as well. Was there a Kepa error last night?
Oh, there's been Kepa errors all over the place.
I know people have been proper shitting on him. They're like,
well,
the world's most expensive goalkeeper. He is awful.
They lost against Newcastle on Saturday with a last-minute goal where he should have done better.
Oh, is it the Saturday one that I'm thinking?
Possibly, but I think he did fuck up last night as well. He wasn't very good. But yeah, I just don't see £70 million worth of goalkeeper in him at all, sadly. Other than that, there's been loads of rumours about Assombalonga's on his way to Leeds. Ben Gibson might be coming back. Burnley want to sign Dale Fry, but he got injured last night, so they still need another defender to fill in for him.
If Zombelonga goes to Leeds,
Yep.
rough estimate of how many goals he'll then score against Borough.
Probably absolutely loads.
3, 4
If
per game.
in a weird way, I'd potentially look into the deal if it was a case of we got Bamford back as part of the deal.
I don't think Leeds are part with Bamford.
I don't. There must be a reason why they wanted to sign another striker. Because they're obviously not.
They haven't got anyone else.
I can only assume they're not happy with him
and obviously
in his full performance.
Nketiah
Sent Nketiah
went
back. But I don't know. Potentially,
he seems to like Bamford though, doesn't he?
Yeah, but I don't know. I'll be surprised if he's gone by the end of the transfer window. Let's put it this way: if he goes, they have to bring somebody else in to replace him, because they can't just get through to the end of the season with Fletcher.
It's like a new signing, isn't it?
Gusted.
You know when Mourinho did that famous thing about he's got that new signing coming in. It's Peter Cech's come back.
No, that's just silly. So yeah, watch this space. About a week or so left to go on the transfer window.
Yeah, I think we'll have a bit more next time, won't we?
Yeah, in fact, we might even push next week's recording back potentially if we can.
Is it the 30th or 31st?
Also, no games to cover for this weekend.
Is it the 30th or the 31st the transfer window ends?
FA Cup, and neither of us have got a game.
And there's no NFL podcast next week.
Correct. Well, I was going to say is the non-NFL podcast this week, and we save it and do the NFL and we do the Super Bowl preview the week of the Super Bowl.
So anyway, it might be that maybe if you're free, it might be a Friday night next week. Then.
Potentially, we might do something. Well, if we push it, and do it on the day that. Well, I don't know what time the transfer window closes because sometimes it's
slams shut. You mean
slams it shut because sometimes it's 5, sometimes it's 11. Don't know this one. This one probably like 7 o'clock. So who knows?
Cast after dark.
Couple of beers. Little kebab meat.
Little cigar.
Where have you gone?
Because everyone needs a bit of kebab meat in their life.
Don't know where that came from.
Yeah, you do. Oh, you know.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, that puts a nice little bow on this week in football, I suppose.
So we by the time that we look at, if you look through the scores from Saturday.
Yeah, I was going to say I've actually got 3 games to get through.
Why would we be starting on Saturday, James? Are we just going to skip the Friday night Borough
We're not
game?
doing Friday game.
Oh yeah.
You fucking.
Let's go.
You absolute a dick.
See that's how much I care.
Some of us cared even less because you probably watched more of the game than I did.
I didn't watch any of it.
Well, same here.
Yeah, because you had a prior engagement.
I was at wrestling.
Oh yeah, what was this guy?
Wrestling. Must admit, that's probably the second time in the last 10 seasons that I've missed a Borough game that's been on TV. The other time was because I was in Berlin on my mate's stag do at a game in Berlin. So.
Not straight on your phone, like that.
Well, you did suggest that you were going to do that, though, didn't you?
But I mean, like, right, okay. So Friday's game was
Paris with a late double.
Fulham versus the mighty Borough.
Or not so mighty.
Unfortunately, on this occasion, not so mighty.
Sadly not.
Goals were.
Goal.
Yep.
Unless anyone has written down the name Anthony Cookiecast, no one's getting any points. Sadly.
That isn't actually true. James Panas is
Hello.
walking away with 1
Yeah, I thought it'd be 2-0, right?
point. And that is the only point that's been taken.
Do you know the worst thing? Before I read the thing about Mitrovic, I was going to go for a Fulham 1-0 win.
But you thought... No,
I thought, no, that's all their goals.
What was it like anyway, the game? Have you
Literally couldn't tell you anything.
Oh, right.
Didn't see a.
So you don't know if it was a justified result or anything?
Apparently we got absolutely shat on. We got battered for the first half.
Yeah.
So, but by the sounds of it, it sounded like Fulham very much deserved the win. So,
I tell you what, at this point you won't bet against Fulham in that league.
I don't know. I reckon that at
Rich
some
Spain
point,
form.
at some point, you'd have to imagine that West Brom and Leeds will kick back into gear.
Yeah, well, Leeds normally bottle it at Easter, don't they, or whatever, but it's just come early this year, so...
What, the jigsaw?
What?
They go to pieces in the box. Yeah. You know, like David James's nickname was Dracula
Was it?
because he was scared of crosses.
So read that.
Seriously, I've got loads of them. Seriously, just keep throwing them out, and I'll just.
So, a game that is traditionally played on a Saturday, we go from Friday night
Oh yeah, why would
Sunday
we do it on
midday.
Saturday?
Yeah.
You weren't even playing on Saturday.
all the way over to Sunday.
Yeah?
Weird scenario in the fact that both of our teams were on TV this weekend.
Yeah.
They were. Well, they're only getting.
I watched my team.
They're only getting an extra minute.
Yeah, because you're a proper fan. That's why.
According to that, they're only getting +1. Nottingham Forest versus Luton.
Yeah.
Nobody was backing Luton for this one. Like,
Do you know why, Andrew?
Nobody.
Because
They're awful.
Luton are rock bottom of the table and
So-
rock bottom of the form table.
So imagine my embarrassment when they took the lead. Yeah.
didn't stay that way though, did it?
No.
Harry Cornick. That's definitely a name that somebody should have been going for because I think he's got quite a lot of their goals.
Yeah,
Nobody-
if I was predicting a goal, I'd
Nobody
have just gone,
predicted any goals.
I'd have
for
just
it.
gone on Collins if I'm honest, but
The score
Loire looked a bit tasty though.
James, please. It's a family podcast.
The score was 3-1 to Forest.
was. Do you just want to talk us through the goal scorers? Right.
Joe Lolly, a couple of individual efforts.
How many is that?
A couple.
Two.
Two individual efforts. You never went Joe Lolly 2.
Who else?
Oh,
Had a
Jesus
cheeky
Christ.
goal?
You guys got a pen right at the death.
Yeah, 90th minute penalty.
Yeah.
I didn't go lolly for 2.
Did you go for him to score 3?
I did go for lolly to score 1 though.
Yeah.
Ah, I see.
I'm sure that's the final. Yeah. 1-1.
Right. So that answers that one. Nothing. But
Disappointed with that result, to be honest.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
shame that. Still got a game in hand.
Only on Fulham, not on the top 2 anymore.
Yeah, but
so, Lolly scored 2, Graham scored 1, and as Mr. Williams pointed out, Cornick scored for Luton in the 3-1 Nottingham Forest win. Everybody got a point for a Forest win.
yes,
Paul gets a point for Graham.
yes,
James gets a point for Graham.
yes,
Mr. Cook, point for Graham.
yes.
Point for Lolly.
Hang on, didn't I go something ridiculous like a 5-0 win?
He did. And I
You
can't
did.
believe he didn't pick Lolly out of the 5.
Who did I go
You did
for?
not.
Did I go grab an hat trick?
Yeah.
Amiobi,
Nope.
Carvalho.
Nope.
Oh dear.
Did you go,
Amio? No,
did you
I've
go
already-
Dorse or Worrell?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Dawson and Cash. Won't be picking him anymore, will
Do you know what? I've obviously gone cash because I must have heard rumours that
you and
AC Milan was
Zlatan think the same way.
sniffing around after
You
it.
and Zlatan.
Christ.
You know a star.
I know a pathetic little bastard when I see one. This is pathetic. God damn it.
So, jumps us to last night, Tuesday.
Yeah.
Tuesday.
The once mighty Borough.
Oh, easy
against
tiger.
Oh, based on your
Birmingham.
text. Is it however you say it, Jukovic? Did he play you? What?
Yeah.
I didn't realise he'd been there until you were like, bloody hell, should have known, old boy. Yeah.
Yeah. Which, yeah.
Did I not say this on the podcast? Hence why you picked him to score.
Did I pick him to score?
Yes,
Yeah.
you did.
But
Yeah.
you didn't pick him
Do
to
you know-
score.
But I don't think I picked him to score.
I
You know
didn't-
the only person who
But I
didn't
didn't
pick him.
realise that I didn't realise he was an ex-Borough. I just picked him to score because he probably has scored most of Birmingham's goals this year.
Saw a clip of it. Great fucking header. Absolutely bullet header. He didn't celebrate, which I thought was a bit weird because I didn't think he was that bothered about his time that he spent at the Borough. To be fair,
Maybe he's very respectful.
maybe.
We were linked with him a bit back.
He's an I never thought he got a fair shake of it at the Borough. I always liked him.
It's alright.
Right.
It gets worse.
Oh,
So-
you picked Ashley Fletcher as well, did you? Did you also pick a 1-1? So have you just absolutely cleaned up there, Andrew?
No, I broke it out. I smashed glass and broke out Old Faithful on that one.
2-1 Birmingham. 2-1 Borough.
2-1 Borough.
You fool. Oh,
James,
well, in that
would you like
case,
to,
do you...
I can't remember.
Oh,
what I
sorry.
said.
let's furnish us with yours.
Sorry, Andrew, I
I'd
forgot
like-
to notify that Paddy McNair missed a penalty.
I've got.
No,
a
you
thing-
didn't. You texted us. And
Oh, sorry.
I'd like to think.
I just didn't know it was.
I'd like to think that I picked 1-1 for that game.
You'd like to think, but you didn't.
Did I not? Oh, I can't
2
remember.
each.
I can't remember what I said.
0-1 Birmingham.
Desmond.
Did I go 0-0?
So you were the only one who got any points for scores.
Oh, but I didn't bloody pick Jukovic then. If I went 0-0. Oh no, 2-2.
No, you got a draw.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, man.
Sorry. Oh, does this mean I've got a chance that I picked Fletcher as well?
So,
I can't remember
So-
1 week to next.
so let's just review. It was 1-1. Fletcher and Jukovic.
Yes.
Paul,
Yes, mate.
do you remember what you picked as a score?
I think I went 1-0 Borough. 2-0 Borough?
So, no points for scores.
I'd like to just can we just reflect on who he said were the goal scorers? I reckon. Did you go for a wingy banger? No. Go for that. Robert? Is it Roberts?
No, I went for Roberts to score against Fulham.
Uh-huh.
Tavernier. Well, he would have scored if he didn't get fucking mugged
He
by
didn't.
that
He didn't go
fucking
something
stupid
ridiculous
16-year-old
like
prick.
Diggsfield, did he?
No, he's injured.
We covered that at the time.
Alright, okay.
Oh, did I go for Jed Spence?
No. I believe it was another new name.
Oh, Nemetra.
Nemetra.
Lucas Nemetra.
So nothing for
So
Paul
if
then.
anybody's keeping scores on that one,
That's
nothing for score,
0.
nothing for goal scorers. James, points for score. 2-2, 1-1, still gets points. Fletcher, Jukovic, 3 points. This guy, no points for the score.
Cheers.
But Fletcher and
Jukovic. Sweet.
yeah, we'll come to the scores in a minute. As we now know, the Nottingham Forest Reading game that has just finished 1-1. Graben and Baldock.
Is it
Sam
Stephen?
Baldock.
Sam.
As always, no points for scores on that one. Everyone had a heavy to light.
Oh, I thought you might have
Forest
gone.
win.
I thought he might have gone draw on that one. But...
Paul.
Yes, mate.
Is he the only one that hasn't picked Graben?
Do you remember? Do you remember last week?
Come on.
Do you remember when you picked your goal scorers?
Go on.
Do you remember when you picked a goal scorer and then you asked me to change it?
Did he go grab and then change it to
Lolly.
Uncle.
Oh, God. I think he was on the pitch for about 6 minutes. Is that right?
Oh, did he come on?
I saw that he
I didn't
came
look
on.
at the subs, yeah. Most used substitute in the Championship, apparently.
Me and thee, true to form, grabs.
The thing is, though, I say Grabban every week, and you take the piss every week. Tell me
I
the last
know.
time Grabban didn't score.
I was actually going to bring it up. I was like, can we go back and look at, has there been a point in time where there has been Nottingham Forest in the goals that Grabban hasn't been a part of it?
Yes.
This is why people are getting...
Yes.
Against
When
the
they
Borough.
played the Borough and Mark Yates scored. Is it Mark Yates? Or is it Ryan Yates?
That sounds better. I just remember you.
Or
It's
is
not
it
Mark.
Peter Yates?
No, I think
or
Ryan might be
Stephen
right.
Yates? Or David Yates?
Matthew?
No, I think that's the worry at Forest at the moment. Is like that there's not much going on apart from Grabban. Although obviously Lolly did all right last week. So
Did alright for some of us.
yeah.
So,
That's what you take.
I don't know if anybody's keeping track here.
Well, he's dead last, but
In theory,
I can't.
In theory, it's 2 lots and 2 lots. So for the first lot of games, Paul, 2 points.
Right.
James, 3 points. Myself,
4.
3 points.
Oh, I thought you beat me on. Oh no.
The next lot of games, Paul,
No points.
0. Your good self, 4 points. My good self, 3 points.
Oh, I won.
Put everything together, 2 in the corner,
Sweet.
6 for this guy, and the winner of the week, James Panas, was 7.
I'll take that.
Well played, James.
Thank you.
Totally
There's no-
deserved.
It's fact.
I can't write that down.
FA Cup this week.
I want no part of that.
You don't want any part of it because there's no games to pick. See, Borough were dispatched at the second time passing by Tottenham Hotspurs, and Nottingham Forest were dispatched at the first time passing by Chelsea's.
Oh, hang on. There's no weekend, but we are playing on Tuesday.
Hello! I don't think Borough are they?
Maybe Wednesday. Oh no.
No, we had our
You've
game.
not got
I think it
anything.
was supposed to be the Birmingham game because the Birmingham was supposed to be on
Yeah.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Got
So,
moved to
so
this.
there is 8 games on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on the
So-
Tuesday.
Get your predictions.
Get
booked.
back to it.
Tuesday.
It's a toughie.
Who is it?
It is Brentford
The Bees?
versus Forest. Oh, for the non-enunciators, the same that is all against Huddersfield.
All against Huddersfield.
Yeah.
Not an H in sight.
No.
Paul, kick us off.
Who was it against?
Brentford at home to Forest.
Oh my good God.
No.
Brentford 2, Nottingham Forest 0.
Oh.
Sorry mate, I can't even give you a goal even though
Rich.
you're in the room.
Rich. What do you have to say about it?
You'd just be like, too fucking right, fuck him. The goals will be scored by Ollie Watkins.
Sammy Watkins.
And Ollie Watkins.
Bear with me. No, there is another guy off that's on the tip of my tongue.
What's he doing in your tongue?
He's being a dirty little boy. A dirty little monkey. Brentford couldn't even put Huddersfield to the sword the other day. Really. Yeah, go on then. I'll have a little slice of him. Benrahma.
Benrahma.
Benrahma. Excuse me.
You're in the room. I got your back, James.
I got your back, boy.
One apiece.
He's not fully backing us there, though, is he?
No.
I know his two scorers before he even says them.
Go on.
You go in Watkins and grab them.
Good luck. Go on. What have you got? What have you got for us?
I'm going to go Brentford 1, Forest 2. Now,
Is that the right idea, though?
You're such a fucking idiot.
wait.
Go on.
Method in the madness. Here
Come
we are.
on.
We absolutely do well against teams that are happy in possession, right?
He's making me want to change my answer
If you look
to a 4-0 fucking Brentford win.
I was looking at this at the weekend when I was watching the games. That we have basically, I think we've picked up all season 1 point when we've had more possession than the opposition. All
Bollocks.
you got to have a look, honestly.
Right, well, you had more possession than Borough did. So you're saying that was the only time you picked up a point all season?
I don't know if we did. Go and have a look.
We were at the game, James.
Yeah.
Right, you keep
Anyway.
talking. I'll have a look.
And I'm going to go with Watkins, Graben, and Watson.
Ben Watson, you freak. Christ. What is your problem, dude?
Are we having money on this?
You better believe it.
Cool.
So, you think that you had the least of the possession in the Borough game, yeah?
I can't remember.
So we'll just ignore the fact that Borough only had 38.6% possession for the entire game and the Forest had over 60.
That might be the point.
So you think the 1 point you've got all season was in the game against the Borough at the City Ground on the 10th of December. You, sir, are a moron.
Okay. We'll see.
Oh, dear.
Obviously, your score prediction scores really
Touche.
back up your theories, don't they?
Touche, salesman.
Yeah, I'll tell you something. If you ever want a week where we're more nailed on for a bit of cash, got a good spread of scores. It's only one game, so it's not a double.
Yeah, it's not going to be very much. It's going to be like 5-1 on most of them as well. Football
Fußballen.
competitions. And it's the Skybridge Championship. We could throw in a Hull versus Huddersfield just to keep it fresh. We're not gonna do that.
Did either of you
No,
see the McGregor fight?
no, but I have seen that it took 45 seconds. I had 2-0 to Brentford.
You did.
What did you have? 1 apiece.
One apiece from this guy.
And you had James 2-1 Forest.
Of course.
Of course. So, we have Brentford 2-0 is 13-2. The 1-1 draw is 11-2. The Nottingham Forest 2-1 win is 16-1.
What was that first one?
13-2, Brentford 2-0. The bets are on.
Lock 'em in.
Locking it up.
Is that it now?
I think we've come to the end, Andrew. Rather short, but sweet. It's a bit of a downer when there's no Borough game to predict.
No, I like it.
Do you? I see. So we'll just change it to you can't see the Forest.
At all.
Welcome.
Now then.
Okay. I'm just looking at some
Your
things.
book, sir.
Thank you.
This.
Oh, I've just had one of the mop brushes like we did earlier.
I'm obviously some kind of glutton for punishment because I've already seen the answer for the first two and I'll never be able to pronounce them.
Sweet.
So I think...
So what's the theme?
Well, I was coming to that.
Oh, okay.
This... I was trying to make the quizzes a little more current. Sometimes they're a little bit outdated. I mean, the last one we were doing was 2016 and you have to remember that. So I did a search for football quiz 2019.
Interesting.
And what that brought up was the 2019 quiz of the year. In brackets, football. I believe there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I thought there was. There's 10 questions. This is one of those that I didn't put in difficult or hard or very hard in the search criteria. So I don't know that maybe it might have spat out a quiz for normal human beings.
We don't want one of those.
We don't want. So if we get 2 or 3 questions in and you're like, then I'll jump back and change the search criteria.
In fairness, in the quiz last week, we literally put the exact same 10 answers.
Correct.
And got 8 of them right.
Question number 1. Which Liverpool striker scored twice to help the Anfield club overcome a 3-0 Champions League deficit against Barcelona in May 2019?
I take it this is not a multiple choice.
Did he say striker?
It did. It is not multiple choice.
Good. You know this.
Of course he does. He knows everything. he'll be currently writing down his blood type. Number 2. Which Czech club found themselves outmatched in their Champions League group draw, being paired with Barcelona, Inter Milan and Borussia Dortmund? And I'm hoping that you've got both of those right, so I don't have to say the names. Fuck. Goalkeeper, Kepa.
Ariza
Aretha
Balaga.
Balaga.
I could have got that. Embarrassed which then Chelsea manager when he refused to be replaced during the Carabao Cup final? I think we discussed that at the time.
We did.
Number 4. There's no numbers, so I'm going to have to guess all the way through.
It's fine.
Which Manchester City defender sealed his legendary status with a 25-yard thunderbolt versus Leicester City to lift City to the top of the Premier League with 1 game to play?
What a strike as well. James is loving it.
Do you know, I'm just thinking of the Chelsea manager one. I can visualise him. I can't for the life of me think of his name anymore. He's going to write and...
I'll probably struggle with the question.
Well, if he doodles...
Draw us a picture.
Yeah, if he doodles a picture of his name.
Draw us a picture of what it looks like, and if we can picture match him with your... Number 5. Norwich City's Timu Pukki burst onto the scene in 2019. But his goals helped which nation? That says quality, I think it should say qualify, for their first international tournament.
Dog shit.
Number 6.
Yep.
Arjen Robben called time on his playing career in 2019, but for which club did he make the most appearances? Chelsea or Bayern Munich? That one was multiple choice. What's this? 7. Which 4 English clubs contested the finals of the Champions League and the Europa League in 2019?
Well, we definitely covered that on the podcast.
It's Chelsea, my name's fucking me right off.
Oh, Jamesy. Jamesy Whimsy.
Number 8. Which player... I mean, these questions have been written really badly. Which player become the first in history to win the Premier League, La Liga and Serie A in 2019? Obviously that should be became.
So give us that again.
Which player became the first in history to win the Premier League, La Liga and Serie A in 2019? Number 9. Aston Villa beat which club in the Championship playoff final to return to the Premier League in 2019?
Sorry, say that again. I was thinking of the previous question.
Aston Villa beat which club in the Championship playoff final to return to the Premier League in 2019?
I can tell you it wasn't. It wasn't Leeds United.
United.
Was it, boys? Well, Leeds now, was it?
Wasn't.
He's a fucking arsehole.
10th and final question. Which Manchester City outfield player was forced to don the gloves in their Championship League fixtures versus Atlanta?
Atalanta.
Yeah, in 2019.
What's the Chelsea manager? It's really, really frustrating.
Do you want a clue?
No, he doesn't want a clue. He wants to get beaten, hands down, fair and square, by this guy.
I don't think a clue's going to help because I know exactly who it is. I just can't think of a name or visualise him. I don't know what clue you would give me.
Nicky Kabamba.
Well, you've got 2 answers to guess. Question number 1. Which Liverpool striker scored twice to help the Anfield Club overcome a 3-0 Champions League deficit against Barcelona in May 2019?
Divock.
Origi.
Is the correct answer. Which
So, I was thinking about this. Didn't Wijnaldum score 2 in the same game? So I feel like we stopped him there.
No, did Origi not get the first and last?
I think so.
Obviously got the last. We all know the last one.
No, that wasn't the three. The free kick was the corner, the one that made it 3 each.
Was it?
Oh, I can't fucking remember now. Fucking hell. Never mind.
Now you're
Carry
talking
on.
about Wijnaldum, yeah.
Carry
Anyway.
on.
Which Czech club found themselves outmatched in their Champions League group draw, being paired with Barcelona,
I got it wrong.
Inter Milan, and Borussia Dortmund?
So, I believe me and James have both gone for Prague. However, there is a front word that goes before Prague, and I think me and James have gone for different ones.
Have you gone for Slavia?
I went for Slavia Prague, and
No,
I think
for
James went for
but now
Sparta
he's
Prague.
right, isn't he?
How are you spelling Prague?
Prague. Oh, is it Praha they've put on there? Slavia Praha. That's how it's spelled in Czech.
Czech
Yes.
language.
And yes, it is.
Give me that.
Slavia.
Oh, yeah.
Slavia Praha.
In fairness, I drew a picture of it. There's a beard and there's glasses.
And he's got what? He's a bald-headed man.
Yeah.
Give him half a point.
I don't think it's going to make a difference.
Goalkeeper Kepa.
Arrizabalaga.
Yeah. Embarrassed which then Chelsea manager when he refused to be replaced during the Carabao.
So before you reveal this, now I know the answer. Do you know who's... I could visualise him, but I couldn't get... Do you know what name I couldn't get out of my head? Arrigo Sacchi.
Nice. Maurizio Sarri.
I did draw a picture of him though.
Andrew, if you determine that you like that picture enough, you give him the point.
Just
Let me see it again.
is there a picture of him on there?
Hang on.
You see that picture?
I mean, it looks like Penfold. About half a point. Go on.
Hang on. Whoa, hang on. You got a base egg in something.
I'm basing it on the fact that he looks like Penfold. And I'm a big Danger Mouse fan.
Can you go on images and get a headshot, as it were? Okay, is that one of him playing?
No. Comedy gold, this on the podcast.
Podcast goal.
Yeah, Stu's going to be loving this audio. Can you just look at this against this?
There is a blue bar across this man's foot. Oh no, it's gone now. Now that I see a picture, that is nailed on. Hold it up to a camera. That is absolutely.
Go on, James. You go.
Nailed on. I almost think you deserve a full point for that.
He's already beat. I'll give myself a point because he's already beat me now.
Which Manchester City defender sealed his legendary status with a 25-yard thunderbolt versus Leicester City to lift City to the top of the Premier League with one game to play?
Vincent Company.
Vincent
Company. Norwich City's Timu Puki
Instantly,
burst onto the scene in 2019, but his goals helped which nation qualify for their first international tournament?
It's where all the mums go.
He's no Finnish. He's 28.
Do you know what? I haven't even put that because I've
He's got it wrong. He's put it wrong.
I'm
I've
like,
put Iceland.
why do mums go to Finland?
I know. Why have I put Iceland?
Because
Sam's
Like
going to be
getting
upset at that
questions
one.
Well, get him to listen to the podcast and just mock you incessantly.
Oh, do you know I knew that? Why have I put that? I'm annoyed with my... That's even worse than the Sammy one.
Well, never mind.
And I took a guess on this one and I've been conned, but you put the same thing anyway, so...
I can't see what it has. I can't see what it can't, but he was there for the longest time.
Arjen Robben called time on his playing career in 2019. But for which club did he make the most appearances? Chelsea or Bayern Munich?
Real Madrid.
Surely it's Bayern Munich.
I put Bayern Munich.
It is.
Yeah.
Which four English clubs contested the finals of the Champions League and the Europa League in 2019?
Arsenal versus Liverpool. Chelsea versus Spurs.
He's got... Yeah.
Liverpool, Spurs, Arsenal, Chelsea.
Is the correct answer.
1 point for all four, yeah?
Obviously.
Yeah.
Correct.
Might
Took me a while to get this one.
Well, I
noticed.
just guessed at that.
I think it is Ronaldo.
I mean, even I'd have got this.
Yeah.
Which player became the first in history to win the Premier League, La Liga and Serie A in 2019?
So it helped that you did it, and you had to do them in that order, because otherwise I wouldn't have got it.
C.
No, I think I probably would. I don't think it made a difference what order we put them.
Well, because at first I was thinking, well, who's playing for City that hadn't played from the season before?
Yeah.
Aston Villa beat which club in the Championship playoff final to return to the Premier League in 2019?
Will you accept not Leeds United? Lol.
Yes. James.
Yeah, I definitely put that. Derby.
So not only did
Destruction
Leeds
Derby.
get beat in the semis, lol. Derby got beat in the finals, bigger lol for this guy.
I don't mind Leeds.
That is hilarious. You are hilarious. Hilarious. And Andy's absolutely despising you right now. Final question.
Just whatever that you've got as an answer for this last question, just put a cross next to it because you're not getting any points. Which Manchester City outfield player was forced to don the gloves in their Champions League
He made a save
fixtures
as well, didn't he?
versus Atlanta in 2019?
Kyle Runner.
Slower than that.
Kyle Crawler.
Faster than that.
Kyle Speed Walker.
Kyle Walker. Out of a possible multitude of
Turn.
points.
Turn.
I have a feeling we don't need a tiebreaker.
I'm really disappointed in myself with the Iceland
Listen,
one.
everyone knows that mums go to Finland.
If it helps, James, we're disappointed in you as well.
Oh, actually, though, do I not get Andy score? Oh, was it not one where you can add a score today?
I didn't play.
Fucking hell, Andy.
I mean, if you
You
like,
only need to
I
get
got-
2 points.
I got 10.
Really?
Yeah.
Alright, you beat him on your own then.
Yeah, there we go.
Well, he didn't
Points
beat me,
all round.
did he? Not bad. Tied with me.
That's all around. Tiebreak.
Toss bit.
I'm right disappointed.
And there we have it. Another one in the books. Thanks for joining us, folks. We'll be back in about a week's time.
Yeah, I think we'll we can do some kind of
We might make it some sort of transfer
window
special with beers.
You could even use some editing skills to have like a countdown timer on the
We'll obviously
podcast.
wear our best yellow so as to
Yeah,
infringe
yeah.
on the Sky Sports yellow theme of Deadline
Yeah.
Day. Jim, wait.
I just don't think I own anything yellow.
You must do. There must be some
We'll-
form of NFL jersey.
We'll
or
cut
something.
to Chev in his Range Rover outside doing his deals. They know what I mean.
But they don't.
There you go. I've signed the book so that when you're doing to sell these off, it's personalised. That's what in fact, I'm gonna put a personal passage on the inside.
To whom it may concern.
Right, I'm
Right.
done.
You are done. You're done in this business.
Yeah.
Right. Look at that straight out.
Thanks, people. It's
Thanks,
been fun.
people.
Thanks, folks. Till next
Thank you
time.
all.
Bye now.
Bye bye. So there you go, what do you think of that? Another one done, another week of games gone, another week of games to look forward to. How did you do in the quiz? Let us know. YouTube watchers, make sure YouTube subscribers like, share and comment. Everybody jump over to thecookiecast.com, check us out over there, send us some love. So that's it for this week, and until next week, I'm going to say bye, and I'll see you then. Bye.